Hey, housewives, come on in. You know the dirty dishes are still in the sink from yesterday and the laundry is still in the basket. Pop your AirPods in and make yourself at home here.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Tori.
And
we are your Unlikely Housewives.
Stepping out in faith and believing that God calls the unlikely, we are here to show you the appreciation and validation you deserve, lead you to authentic relationships, and release you of believing the cultural lies to restore your faith and wellness.
Pull up those high-waisted yoga pants, tighten your top knot, and reheat your coffee for the third time. Turn up the volume, and let's go. Hey, housewives.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Woo! If I had
2026.
Oh my gosh. And if I had a musical bone in my body, I would sing the song like the old tiding things, but I never understand it anyways.
I do not have a singing voice anymore.
No. And what part of menopause took that away?
All of it.
All of it. Okay. Okay. Can you do a Happy New Year cheer? You were a cheerleader after all.
No.
No. Okay.
HAPPY. No, just kidding.
Oh my goodness. We blinked and 2025 was gone. The days were long.
Yeah.
The year was
Longer.
some more for others than some. That's not the saying. What's the saying?
Some more than others.
Some more than others. Thank you. I just said it backwards. Clearly, some things have not changed, my brain being one of them. So
yeah, we're coming off the craze though, off the crazy season. And New Year just is like, all right, we can start fresh. But just like we used to say years ago, there's the hangover of the last year that bleeds into the new year because not everything goes away. And brain fog is one of them.
Yeah.
If it was there in 2025, it's probably going to be there for a little bit of 26.
Right.
Unless a miracle happens.
Right. And unless you are a client of Chelsea Blackburn or a client of Lori Hammer, these wonderful guests that we had this past year, and they are helping you with said brain fog.
Yeah.
Because that's a very real thing. And, but sometimes it is, as much as we don't want to say it is, sometimes it is just a part of life. And just a part of the season that we're in. And
some more than others.
Yes.
There's that phrase again.
Thank you. Some more than others. Some years more than others. This year in 2026, I'm going to have 2 middle schoolers. See, when we moved here, I had 2 preschoolers.
Yeah.
Like, you sent me a picture, the good old time hop, and it was a picture of our babies. And I'll call them babies because they were our babies. They are our babies.
They are our babies.
They are.
Our babies are young.
At a preschool choir concert together. And I was just like, who are they?
No, it's probably they were probably 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're 11.
And it's just unreal to think that's.
Yeah, this will be the year that we say goodbye to elementary years, elementary parenting.
Yep.
Now we're just teenagers and preteens.
Yes. And I've gone from 2 campuses. I will go to 1 campus this year, and you will have gone from 3 campuses down to 2 because you'll have middle schoolers and high schoolers.
Well, and college. But
that's right. Yeah.
I will only visit there every so often. Only when you're invited, right, Mom? No.
Right? No. Sorry, P. She's going to show up when I'll try to hold her back for as long as I can. Or when she's really quiet, I'll be like, where are you? Where are you going? I can add her to my location services, and that way I can give you a heads up. Hey, if she's on her way and you don't know.
I know. That'll be interesting if he lets us keep him on Life 360.
Yeah. I wouldn't bring that up again at all. Do. Yes.
Yes, he's at class. Yes, he's at practice. Okay, good.
Yep. And then you just kind of keep tabs, right?
Yeah. Like maybe we'll fade that out later.
Maybe when his cell phone comes off your phone bill. I think that's
fair. I like that idea.
If we're paying for your cell phone, we get to know where you are at all times. AKA your phone.
Yeah.
Which usually includes them. So
yeah,
that's, man, 2026.
This year is definitely going to be the year of a change, lots of change, which this year was too.
I was going to say, what was 2025 for you?
I don't even know anymore.
Can we just classify this season for Tracy of change? Change 1, 1.0, 2.0,
3.0.
3.0.
I went through the change.
You did. I mean, mentally, emotionally, physically, locationally. I mean, it was really all the things
in
2025.
Mm-hmm.
So but I would say you're growing up.
Okay.
I see. I think but it is.
I'm getting wiser.
You're growing up because your babies are growing up, but you are growing emotionally, and I would say spiritually. You're growing up spiritually too. Like
too. Absolutely.
Like you are not the same person as you were 2 years ago.
No. Mm-mm. It's funny. We were talking about, Chris and I, we went on a date last night and we were talking about how we're like, babe, our 50s are going to be amazing. Like my 40s have really sucked so far. And I'm like, these 50s, they're going to be great. Like, that's just what I'm looking forward to now is my 50s.
See, and did you ever think you'd say that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, I had received a text and they were like, oh, I loved your Christmas card. I can't believe you're going to be empty nesters in 7 years. And I was like, shut your mouth. I mean, I know this.
Don't you want people to quit doing math? Like,
yes.
Like when she told you how old you were going to be when you,
yes.
You're like, no, I don't need you to do math.
Yeah. And then she's like, are you going to be dead? Are you going to be dead by the time I get married? I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope not. Like, what do you? And then I had to like say, okay, look at your grandparents, look at us, look at you. Like, obviously people live
God
longer.
willing. God willing. Yes, we're going to live longer than that. Yeah. No, it's you. Yeah. You're like, no. This is why we stopped doing math.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much why. That and fractions. I've discovered 5th grade fractions that I'm like,
no, I was down. I homeschooled for the first few months of 5th grade last year. And I was like, I got this, like we did great. And I really helped her with all kinds of things. We were doing decimals and place values and all kinds of stuff. I'm like, yeah, awesome. And then she comes home. Well, because then it was review. She went back to school and we'd already done it. I was like, oh, great. This is working out really well when she finally went into school. And then recently she's like, Mom, we're doing fractions. It's really hard. And I was like, well, show me, and she was like, and I was like, yeah, good luck, babe. I'm like, I got you half. I got you quarter. I got you 3/4. Over that.
I know. Common denominator and
multiplying, dividing.
No.
So at the end of 5th grade farewell, I'm on the committee. We're going to do the Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? With our kids at the farewell party. Yeah, I'm like totally going to vomit.
Yeah, I would just make sure that you are part of the non-math section.
Yes, I will.
There you go.
Give me the vocabulary.
Yes. Spelling.
Yes.
Spelling's a good one. You're good at that.
Yeah. Reading, writing, spelling.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're definitely going to put you in math now. They're definitely just because that's going to be like, oh, she's good at that. No. Yeah. That's really, wow. And you've got a 5th grade farewell, an 8th grade farewell, and then a senior.
Yeah. Yep. That's happening this year.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yep.
Well, I'll be seeing a lot of you guys because I won't be seeing Tracy.
No, I know this is like we're gonna front load this podcast early of the year, get through the winter, and then we're gonna let it ride because we don't know what it all is going to happen in the rest of 26.
No, and I think and to tell everybody that because we are continuing to be faithful in this endeavor. We've told you guys multiple times it is a labor of love, and we do our best to give our best for this. Although I'm sure to you guys, it doesn't seem like it all the time. That you're like, do they just show up? Yeah, kind of sometimes. But knowing the year that we have got with all the farewells and grades and stuff like that, and moving up and seniors and 8th graders and 5th graders and
traveling, life in
and
general.
Spring sports. So we are doing that so we can make sure that you guys get these episodes out and weekly consistently because we love being that part of your week. Yeah. And we hope that you guys love it as much as we do because we do. We love showing up in your podcast player every Tuesday. And so that has been this has been the year that we really haven't had any breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Normally,
even in all the craziness, like we were tried and true all through 2025. And that's huge thanks to Podmatch, huge thanks to all of our guests that we've, and we have some incredible publishers and not publishers. What's the word? The people that work for the books that send us the guests.
Publicity people.
Yes,
right?
Publicity people. So like if someone is coming out with a book, they contact us to have the guests on to promote it. And we've just, God continues to put people in our inbox and we're like, this is amazing. You know, it's great. And we've been super blessed meeting all these wonderful people and have read their books and have really just been plugged into their missions. And that's something that we want to just keep passing on to you guys because we know it's blessed us and we want to continue to like offer up books and ministries and other podcasts because we've had people who also have podcasts. They have their own businesses in health and wellness. Like we just continue to like foster that, hey, what, see a need, fill it kind of thing. And God just keeps putting it on our lap.
And we have been so thankful. Like we've had multiple people on multiple times.
Yeah.
And to have these.
Well, and then we have people who are like, hey, I'd love to come back. Like it was so much fun. We're like, okay, let's find another angle or another opportunity to share.
Yeah, exactly. Like what's new? What would our audience love to hear from or the updates and things like that. And so again, we are so blessed to do this podcast. And again, we always talk about if this podcast only helps one person, in 100 years, then by golly, that's why we did it. And so to be also able to receive blessings from the people that we have on and the blessings of having messages that you guys send us and tell us, like, hey, this one really hit home, or having a conversation. You had a conversation with somebody who just said that their favorite episode was one of Dr. Zoe's.
Yeah.
And it's just, that's a huge blessing. And we're just so incredibly thankful for that. Therefore, we are going to make sure that you guys have this throughout 2026 to May. And then we will do our little summer break. And then we will be back at it at the fall. So you guys can have this back in your inboxes in August, September timeframe. So that's our plan.
That's our plan.
But
you never know, because you never know what's on your bingo card. You never know what life's going to throw at you, just like the last few years have done to us.
Yes. So God willing.
Yeah.
God willing, we're here.
And I think the one thing we wanted to share with you guys is we've obviously been through a lot of change and we've been through a lot of hardship. However, there's been some really good things, a lot of joy in the moments, and we have embraced change. We've embraced the seasons that we're going through. And one of the things that we were just talking about before this, before we recorded, was like, what do we want for the new year? And everybody always just wants to sign up for, okay, what fast am I doing? Or what workout am I doing? Or what's the one thing that I'm going to add this year? And we want to encourage you to take away something of this year. And we each have taken away different things in our worlds. Obviously, social media was mine. I talk about that a lot. I did it about 18 months ago, I think. And it's been amazing. It feels like I've been off for years. But it's, what are you going to take away so that you can add something that's good? And when you add something without taking something away, the overwhelm comes in, something happens. Whether it's like, I'm going to start working out. Okay, well, if you're going to start working out, where are you going to find that time if it hasn't already been there? If it's, I want to read 12 books this year, a book a month. Okay, well, what are you going to take away to add that? And that was just an encouragement that we wanted to, bring up in this new year, is just thinking about taking away some noise and distraction, because we constantly hear that with people that we're talking to. It's like, I'm too busy for this, I'm too busy for that. And it's like, well, what are you going to do differently then?
Yeah. Because you have to do it. What's the definition of insanity? Doing something over and over and expecting a different result. Right. And so we are so creatures of habit, and we convince ourselves, so this was funny. Because I think this is such a good picture or thought process for so many things. So we were talking about cussing. Now, previously, I have given T a cup that says, good mom, say the F word. And we are getting better at not saying colorful language.
I'm better.
She's better.
But it is not dissipated.
No. But what I heard is I heard a pastor say that, he was talking to a gentleman and the gentleman just, was chatting and saying, oh, and this was the absolute shit. And this was so effing great and da da da. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, Pastor. I really try not to cuss a whole, I'm trying, but it just happens. And the pastor's response was, he's like, let me ask you this. If I were to handcuff Mike Tyson to you and he punched you every single time you said a cuss word, you think you could stop? And the guy was like, well, yeah, I'd stop really quick. And he goes, then what you're doing is a choice. I was like, oh, damn.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. But I was like, what? Oh, it is a choice. But and that's not, and that can be said with anything. I think that goes back to the intentionality of things, right? Yeah. Like when you really think about it, everything is a choice.
Yeah.
And I forget that. Sometimes I give myself the excuse of like, oh, well, I'm just late all the time. Well, no, it's because I'm not prioritizing my time when I'm getting ready or,
I prioritize my time. My children don't. I'm always going to be on time until my children decide that, they need help with this or they need help with that.
Let's start taking track of what time you get here.
Recall, it's because I'm taking my children places who are running late.
Yes. There are many a time we're like on the way. No, really this time. Or how about our lunch that we had with friends and like,
oh yes.
3 of us, like, okay.
That was not us. We were on time.
We had the correct time. And in a text message of 6 women, okay, we all agree, like the 2 days before, right?
Yeah.
We agreed we were all meeting at 11 for brunch. And then the day of, I show up, it's 11:05. Okay, what else is new? And then somebody else shows up, and then Tracy had to stop get gas, so she was at 11:15. And then we're like just staring and looking at each other like, okay, where is everybody? Well, come to find out, one of them thought it was 11:45 that we were meeting at. Another one thought it was 11:30. And then one was just like, well, I'm running late because I'm running errands.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow. And we scrolled up in the text message and we're like, we did say 11, right? Like, how did we all okay,
that's real life right there.
Yeah, it was real life. But I hope you have those friends. Yeah. I hope you have this. Oh, can we tell them about what we're going to do with our daughters this year?
Yeah.
Now, granted, we're going to talk about this and a couple months from now, we'll be like, wow. So let us tell you how the bomb.
It's not going to bomb. It's going to be great because God's going to bless it.
God's going to bless it. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Tell.
We are going to do a mother-daughter Bible study. And there are 6 of us ladies that have been just tight as heck since really probably 2020. I mean, we were friends before, and then we really just started like linking arms and walking just through stuff together. We did Bible study together. We've prayed through together. We've walked through divorces together and just a lot of hardship, family stuff.
Yep.
Just
losses.
Losses, lots of hard things. And it's funny because it just came out of conversation. Like I've had multiple, we all meet together, but we also like talk one-off, like one-on-one. And I'm like, I really just I wish I could get my daughters in a small group, in a Bible study. And another one was like, yeah, we're trying to do this too. And we all go to different churches, and it's just, our worlds are just so different, but the 6 of us always stay and connected, and we're always praying over each other's families. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why aren't we doing this together? I'm like, we need to just meet once a month and do the Bible study separate with our daughters at home, and then get together once a month. And we're going to rotate houses, and we're going to have like, tea and cookies kind of thing with our daughters, and just talk about what we're doing with our Bible study and just kind of create that fellowship with our group, with our daughters.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it.
We're like, because all the girls know each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
they all go to different schools. They've
had play dates, one-offs before, and like certain things, but they've never done life together.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about it and because they are the oldest, it will be a sophomore.
Yep.
And
16 this year.
Yeah. And then the youngest is going to be in 5th grade, right?
No, our youngest will be 3rd grade.
3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea too is that the olders are getting to mentor the youngers. Mm-hmm. And then there's just this, and hopefully that because and they all know that their mamas are such good friends.
Yeah,
So I think
exactly.
that's kind of an exciting thing.
Yeah.
Too.
And that, I think it'll feel like a safe place, that we've already built that within us. And we know it's going to take time because that age takes a while to,
Can we bribe them with something? Maybe like if we get through the Bible study, that maybe all like at the end, we all do one night, like a huge sleepover or something, or like
course.
that would. I'm not above bribing my children.
No,
but that would be a bribery for me too.
Something for you to do.
Yeah, all the moms in one hotel room, all the daughters. That
be fun.
That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's what we can do.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that, especially too, since we used to, the moms, our group used to do Bible studies. We've done a couple, but the last year or two has just gotten like,
yeah, it's gotten crazy. And these are the years that they really need it.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
But all right, what else changes? I mean, you and I have done some church shopping.
Yep.
And the thing that I wanted to say about church shopping is, because I feel like we're almost professionals at it now. If you asked our school what churches have signed off on because our daughters, because of the Christian school that they go to, a church has to sign off. We have to get a church affirmation letter from the pastor, blah, 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 which is fantastic and great. And I totally love the accountability and getting a pastor's point of view. I've literally had it'll be 5 different pastors now that have signed off on my kids because as much as I love the idea of growing up in a church and having that church community, I have come to know more and more, or have come to realize more and more, that the church is not a static place. That it is a place where, yes, you can give and serve, and as long as you're getting, but you get fed at the same time. But at the same time, you need to always be growing. And if you're not growing within and being challenged and, I mean, really challenged, spurred on, yes, and sharpening iron, and whatever that looks like, I'm finding that is sometimes where you've got to change directions or try something new. Yeah.
My husband and I, we had a conversation with another couple. It was a couple months back, as we've kind of been in this season too, but like from a very different perspective. But she said, the lady that I was talking to, she's like, many churches are, and not to say new agey because they're not, but they're more for the new believer.
They're seeker friendly.
And for someone who grew up a believer and has been, because I've moved a lot, different churches and different locations and different things, I know where I feel at home, where I feel comfortable, where I feel authentic, and it is in community. And it is very important to me to be in a very good, authentic, real community. And as we've been shopping, and shopping isn't even really the word for us because we've only gone to one other place. It's been it's an eye opener to just see the pace. That's the word I'm looking for. The pace is just different. And I feel the slower pace, the warmness of community in the like not rushing in and rushing out, rushing in, rushing out,
Oh yeah.
Whereas this is the mingling, the sticking around. Like there's something about that for me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's really, I think probably where the church that Chris and I used to go to in Chicago, absolutely loved. That was the one thing. There was no like rush out. There was, hanging out here and a space for hanging out here. And there was just a lot of community afterwards. And that's where I'm really finding that, I don't know, just joy in that space.
Yeah. And I think we get into a habit, right? Like sometimes after a while, things just become a box to check. Like, okay, I listened to the sermon, it was great, But sometimes it is, we forget that it's just, maybe it is the 10 minutes before the service and getting to chat with people, or the 15 minutes after, and not.
It would be the after, because if we could go back to the whole, we can't get anywhere.
That's true. We could go back. Yeah. I can't.
Nobody's getting there 10 minutes early.
Nobody, not anybody in the Shire family either. No. So yeah.
I would just say too, just to encourage you to like, just keep looking, because church is a place that I absolutely love and value. And my family does too. And it looks different right now because of the ages and what we're doing, but it's also I think it's important. I want to give back to the kingdom. I want to give back in the church and serve in that space. And it is a two-way, like, give and serve, not just go, sit, receive, and leave. It's a giving back as well. That's really important.
Yeah. And something else that I wanted to mention to you, because we were talking about it, how like some of the kids are still enjoying going back to the church they were at previously, like, and they haven't made the full transition yet. Mm-hmm. But something that I remember was when I was in high school, and so then I had a car I could drive, I told my parents I wanted to try different churches. The church that I was at with my parents was very cliquey in the youth group and everything like that. And, but I found such freedom in going to a different church. Honestly, I went to a Methodist church in Dallas, and I really enjoyed it because I was at a contemporary Baptist church, but the Methodist was the stained glass windows. It was they did a communion where you go up and have the bread and dip it in the wine. Like, we did hymns, like there were not screens. And it was a season that I really enjoyed. Now, you can say what you want about the Methodist now in 2025, but it was a really cool experience for me to figure out, like, oh, I can do this on, like, this is my journey. This is my walk with Christ.
Yes.
This is not just my family. And yes, my family, we do this together. And, but that was very eye-opening for me in a season. So
we are absolutely experiencing that because we have kids going to different youth groups because of their friends. And I absolutely love that my kids want to worship with their friends. So it's with their family and their friends because it is important for them to build community and accountability even amongst their peers. And so that has been it's been confusing. And I think that's just kind of why we want to talk about it, is because it's kind of been confusing the last year. There's just been a lot of change, but it's also like giving yourself grace and figuring it out. Like figuring it out in your family, but also knowing that, like, hey, at home, that's where we're praying together. That's where we are, intentional in those conversations, because we do want them to know that, like, hey, it's okay if, feel the presence of the Holy Spirit here more than here. Doesn't mean he's not there. It just means that's where you're feeling more seen and heard.
Yeah. It makes a big difference. I think church is one of those places we very easily get comfortable in because it's a hard process. I mean, finding a new church is not a quick process by any means. I mean, like you were saying, like when you're trying a new church, you go and every single week you go, it's a new guest pastor, and you're like, dang it, why? You're like,
no, this is not for it.
Yeah, how do I know that I like this? And so you just kind of go, all right, well, this is another week. So it's can be a long, tedious process when going to places, but you find out what speaks to you, what doesn't. Andrew and I have figured out what kind of songs we prefer and what level of concert we're okay with, And so it is a process for sure. So, okay. Well, what else are things to look forward in 2026?
That's a loaded question. Because I would love to just have less chaos.
More or less chaos, or less chaos?
Less chaos. Okay. More of less chaos. Let's put it that way. Because this year and still going to always have chaos.
Yes.
But this year was
kind of the way the Stein team goes.
Yeah. That's what happens with 4 kids, lots of sports, and multiple businesses running out of my home. And
all the things. But what does less chaos look like to you?
Well, putting priorities in order. And that's something that we've really started to do already this winter. And it feels really, really good. Just saying, like, no to soccer on Sunday mornings and not skipping church. And, like, just focusing on every other Sunday night we do a family. And the only reason we don't the others is because my husband runs a young men, boys/young men group. But every other Sunday we have like just intentional family time. We all fix dinner together. We play games. Like, it's just a thing that we do, And I think that it is really, we used to do it, and then we moved, and then it's been hard. And so I think in this next year, I really want to just be more intentional on those, because there's only so many weeks left before we won't have the one home doing it with us every time,
Mhm.
And so we started that in August. Actually, we started the whole like family, like it sit down and just talk, which is hard because you're just constantly on the go. And we did really good until like October, November, but we started it back up again in December and really just want to continue it into the new year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm.
You are very good at being intentional.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Because just said it. Lots of chaos.
Lots of chaos. But she's really good at it. And I know she feels like sometimes she's failing and she's not by any means. I'm like, wow, you guys had dinner at a table. That's awesome. That's a win.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you fed your family. Gosh, that's how they want to eat every night. What the heck? Man, come on, guys, find something.
Yeah.
But that's, or the different time frames of people eating because there are different activities.
Yeah.
That's been a Yeah. You're home for this 15 minutes and then break and then
we just need to look at the calendar, and if there's a free night, then that's like lock it in, don't do anything. This is what time we're eating, sitting at the table.
Yeah.
That's what we lock in on.
You're good at that. Can you do that for my family? Can you make that happen?
I sure can if you show me your schedule.
Okay, got it. I have a lovely skylight over there, which in my calendar is highly recommend if you are looking to have, because Tracy's got one, or she has an app on her phone that all the family calendars color coded go through. I tried paper for years. It was not happening. I still have a paper one that I carry myself. However, that's more of on the daily, but the skylight is a calendar that sits up on my kitchen counter, and I have an app and my husband has an app and the kids now have the app so they can look and see.
Yeah.
But that has been awesome because then the girls are not asking us like, what are we doing? And they can look at it and go, oh, this is what I have. Or, and now that they're their own little social planners, which, and I'm just the chauffeur, or daddy is, then they can be like, oh, wait, I have this, or, so highly recommend the family calendar.
Yeah. The digitally linked thing so that they can check it out when they're, I'm always like, check the calendar before you ask.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the team snaps or whatever, which when they're like, what color uniform I am, I'm like, you got the app, check it out.
That's true. That's another good one to add for for our little team snap groups. Yeah. Man. Oh, I can't believe it's 2026.
I know.
It's turned into it's flying. It's flying.
Yep. And you just got to embrace it.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yep. I'll be 40 this year.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's going to be fun.
It is. It is going to be fun. Did that sound real? Like, want to try that one more time? It is going to be fun. No.
Yeah.
We're going to do some.
Your 40 is going to be different than mine. Don't worry. Just because my 40s have been womp womp doesn't mean yours will be. That'll be your 50s.
Yeah, exactly. Probably.
It'll come, just not as early.
Probably. Which is good because then when you're having an excellent time in your 50s and mine, we're in the off. We go back and forth. We need to rotate.
Yes,
it's good. So and that's some fun. I want to do some trips. I want to go see some places and do some things. I like traveling. Traveling.
Yeah, that's my spring break. Look forward to that. Something fun in the summer. Gotta have like every quarter something
to look forward to. We are going to try a family vacation, a road trip.
A road trip. I was like, you do family vacations.
We do family vacations, but a road trip across the country with our dogs. And you've seen our dogs. Our dogs are.
I really think you should video
people.
This so that we have some content.
I think we should. I think there should be a vlog. I mean, its own personal.
Oh, your
vlog
girls would love vlogging.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. If I could hit myself with this microphone, I would. Okay, so something fun that I did with the girls. I don't know if I shared this. I think I shared this with you. I don't know if I shared this on the podcast. Probably not. But one of the girls didn't have school or something, or maybe it was still in the summer. But I took them and their friends, and I took them to. I said, okay, you have $10 each. So I think they had 2 friends each or something. Anyways, but I said, you have to find something for school this year. You have to find something for a gift, and you have to find something that for your room. I gave them 3 things that they had to find something. In order to find those things, we went to estate sales. And so
was that this summer?
It probably was this summer.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And so they had to do 2 of the 3. And so then I also, for the people, I did a prize for the person that spent the least amount. I did a prize for the person that got both of the items, and they were just like keychains and little silly prizes. But because my girls watch things on YouTube, more so my younger, of, we're going to go shopping and get everybody gift baskets and da-da-da-da-da. And so I got the selfie camera things and for them to do. Oh my gosh, it was so funny how one of them embraced it. The other one was like, And it was the opposite. She did not want to be on camera at all. She did not like it. She had somebody else hold it the whole time. She's the one that watches the other kids do it. And I was like, wow, that's fun. But it is a fun thing if you've got, even garage sales are great. But the fun part was going into the estate sales, because you're wandering through people's houses and they have all sorts of fun comments, especially at the age that they are. They're like, it smells in here. And I'm like, shh, this is somebody's home. And then they're like, people live like, I'm like, yes, you're right. People live like this, and
it's an eye opener.
Yes. And and they're like, what is this? And then you see random things like a rotary phone and they're like, what? How does this work?
That is true.
An old typewriter.
Take them back a few years, go to an estate sale.
Yes, you do. And because let's be honest, it's mostly old people. You see a lot of medical devices.
Yeah.
Walkers, crutches.
That would be my home too. But
yeah, that is actually your home. Yeah. You have a closet full of
I did when we moved this year, and that was the section in the basement, and one of the movers, he came up to me and he was like, why do you have so many medical devices in your house? And I was like, oh, because I have a lot of injuries that have happened just to one child.
Actually, one child.
Just
yes.
one kid.
He's got his own collection. 2025
was a ER free year for him.
Wow.
Parker still broke his arm,
but for G, that was pretty impressive.
Yep, we made it through 2025 without taking him to the ER. So
hold on. Let's pause that. Let's double check that it's a correct statement. But no, that's good because he perseveres so well.
He does.
And it just makes him funnier.
Yes.
So, but anyways, that's something fun that I did with the girls, but there are lots of fun conversations about that. I love to collect old newspapers, which, because I have a hoarding problem, but
this is the moment in which you have admitted
that I have
a hoarding problem. So there you go.
Oh, see,
the first step is
admitting I have a problem. It's good. It's good. If you tell Andrew, I'll kill you.
Nobody release this podcast then.
No, I know I have I have sentimental things.
You need to go find what's her name. Marie Kondo.
If it doesn't bring you peace, joy in the first 30 seconds, you need to let
it go.
See? Mm-hmm. But I already know the concept and it doesn't matter.
You denied the concept.
I deny. I reject this theory. This is, not.
It's been great for me.
Yes.
So good.
I know.
It was so good in the moving.
Oh,
phase.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was so good.
No, my husband's jealous of that because he's talking about the declutter and the things. So
bring me over.
I know. Yes. Come declutter my house.
I will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You might not like me afterwards,
but that's fine. Actually, I would
Andrew will like me.
Andrew will like you.
If Andrew's happier, you'll be happier.
That's true. That is true.
And then
can I
connect the dots there?
Yes. And why don't I just leave you and Andrew here to do it, and I'll go. That way I can't object. That's way out of sight, out of mind. I don't know what is disappearing.
It is true because. So here's what's happened when we moved, or when we put our house on the market in August. We went through all of our clothes and shoes and bags and just stuff to make the closet obviously look bigger. It's, to show the room, whatever. So it went in tubs and went in the basement. That was in August. I just took them out 2 weeks ago. Those tubs, suitcases, everything that we'd stuffed it all in, because we started to finish our basement and we needed to bring the stuff that we were storing in the basement up. And I was like, I'm going through this unless it calls my name. Everything is gone. Because if I didn't need it in 4 months,
right?
Why would I need it?
Yeah.
And sure as the world, I went through them. I was like, okay, this sweatshirt, it was like a old sweatshirt that I like, sentimental value, kept it. Everything else went in a bag, went to donate.
Good for you.
Got rid of all the shoes that I didn't wear or that I won't wear. I'm like, I don't go places like all those shoes, you know, what I needed them for. I'm like, I got a pair of good black ones. I got a pair of nude ones. I don't need anything else. And I got rid of all of them.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
It feels good.
That's kind of convicting that I'm looking at that. But I'm like, but I like having multiple shoes.
Okay.
And choices.
Okay. But if you have them, do you choose any of them?
Maybe not.
Mm-hmm.
But then do you feel good donating everything? Or do you feel like there's some part of you that has to like, because I have a lot of jewelry, like decent jewelry, Kendra Scott jewelry. I'm like, do I keep this? I don't wear it, but it's of value. And I don't necessarily
kept jewelry though. Like that's something that I feel like that's timeless.
Yeah.
Like
I think certain pieces are timeless.
Certain pieces. There's some that needs to go. Yeah. But I would say when it comes to like house stuff, for us, it was decor. We get rid of a lot of decor. There's things that I'm like, okay, we sold some stuff because it was of value, like some bedroom furniture.
I was going to say furniture and stuff like that.
We sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but the rest we have donated. And I don't feel bad about it because it's just, it blessed us. We loved it for whatever, 9 years, 10 years, however long we had stuff, 15 years, you know, if we moved it with us, but it doesn't fit in our space. It's just taking up storage. It's not worth it. And so finally, you know, we donated it and, you know, it's going to a good home. Someone's getting a good Christmas present. Someone's getting something new for their home because it's nice stuff.
Right.
It just doesn't fit.
Yeah. No, you're right. I should probably, that's going to make me.
So 2025 will be, or 2026, next year. Will be the year that Tori declutters.
She says that which is probably true because she's going to make me. I did the Bible recap. And so, and I'll be doing, and Tracy's going to do the Bible recap with me again this year since she abandoned me halfway through. She did. But
I do have a new study that I want to do too, though.
Oh,
so,
wow.
I know. I got to get on that.
And we're doing a mother-daughter, but I'm girlfriend. But I'm not on
social media and I'm not on my phone. So I have lots of time to read and study. And I love that because it filled me.
That's good. That's lovely. I'm happy for you. Can you tell? Oh, man.
All right. Tell me one thing that you're giving up this year. Oh, wait. Did we just do that?
Stuff. Am I giving up stuff? Is that too generic? I think you're right. I think it's the decluttering and the letting go of physical items, material items.
Yeah.
And kind of breaking that. So maybe that's what I give up this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I do. My goal is I do want to do the Bible recap again because I have so enjoyed it this past year.
Yeah.
And there, I think that even doing the same thing, I think reiterates and makes things come together more. And I may try some different, because there are so many different ways to do it rather than just through the YouVersion, but doing other things like that. So I might incorporate that, but that's adding something. Yeah. I don't know. What should I give up besides stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's giving up expectations.
Oh, that would be good.
Right?
Everybody should do that.
Yeah.
Then you won't be as disappointed.
Right? Yeah. When you have, in theory, that sounds really good. Just having expectations for nothing other than what my expectations of the goodness of God.
Yeah. That's very good.
I thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. Then and scene. Let's because can we wrap on something that's biblical in that?
Yeah, that's so good.
I don't. But I think that's maybe what the expectation of the goodness of God in 2026. Because I felt that 25 was going to. I even told Andrew this, and I'm pretty sure I said this in the beginning of our first early podcast of episodes of 2025, that I told Andrew last December. I said, I really have this feeling that 2025 is going to be really hard.
2026?
No. I told him 2025 was going to be really hard. And he was like,
that's right. I do remember.
You remember saying that?
Moment.
And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I just think 2025 is going to be really, really hard. And he's like, that's not really encouraging. Like something to look forward to. I was like, I don't know. And I don't think it was hard. It was hard in certain places.
Right.
So, and it was hard in ways that were unexpected and not your traditional difficult things.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. And maybe that's me letting go of you know how you wait for the other shoe to drop. Because you're like, okay, things are good. Good. What is good?
Yeah.
But, you know, maybe that's just the expectation thing. So I don't know. This got heavy real quick. You're welcome. Thanks, Holy Spirit. Way to end it. What do you want to let go of? You just said that you wanted less chaos.
Yeah. And I think we kind of talked about this before. I think we did it in our end of year episode, in the sauna episode. It's just the letting go of like mom expectations of like, you know, did I do enough? Have I done enough? You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Letting go of control of like your kids growing up. And it's interesting because it's like letting go of the fear that moms carry, that fear and guilt a little bit. And I think it's a lot like I had a friend who passed away this past year, and she wrote a book and it was called Lifted of the Fog, Fear, Obligation, and Guilt. Lindsay Hale, you guys should go check it out and read it. She was a beautiful soul and just an absolute incredible person and book that she wrote. But that's just something I've just always thought of that for years, the fear, you know, obligation, guilt, things that moms carry, right? And I think that I'm entering that phase of some of that lifting, that fog really lifting, not just in what is the word? Like processing it, but probably more of a spiritual, you know, like giving it more to God, because got to trust that he's in control of all things with my kids as they leave the nest, you know, and as they're driving cars. And it's just, there's a lot of things that you get to this age and you're like, you know, you have control over them when they're little and you're feeding them and you're taking care of them. And it's like, we've hit that phase where I can help them take their, you know, their vitamins and get their sleep and the things that they need to do. But ultimately they're in control of that. And, you know, I can't shove vitamins down their throat and help them take care of their immune systems and all the things.
I mean, it would be like
weird.
It would be like watching you give medicine to a cat, possibly. I just want everyone to have that visual.
No, but I really think that's what it is. And I've been praying over that, you know, these last couple months as we've, you know, made some decisions and for the next year. And I think that's just where I'm going to be.
Yeah, that's really good. Yeah. I think I think you're right on and I think we were talking about this, and before we started recording, we were talking about this, about the Christmas season of like all these things that wanting to do, of, you know, to enjoy. But at the same time, it's like, but why? I mean, yes, you want to create those memories because they're experiences, but like, if it becomes just something I've got to add to the calendar, you know, that's not meaningful. You know, and maybe, you know, I have to trust in the fact that I have done enough. I have, you know, maybe I only had one Christmas tree up and maybe the stockings are hung by a string instead of anything else. And that's the only Christmas stuff I have. But what is Christmas? It's the birth of our Lord and Savior, you know, like that was enough. It didn't mean, you know, that I didn't decorate and things. So, and if you notice, for Christmas, I only had one skeleton in the yard. I am growing up, y'all. No, I'm not.
That's not true.
Still have 3 dinosaurs.
I was just going to say that.
3 dinosaurs. 3 dinosaurs. If you have any pink flamingos that you see for Christmas on sale after the New Year, let me know. Looking to add for 2026 Christmas, because that's what we're going for.
Yeah.
So on that note,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Unlikely Housewives. We love you. We are thankful for you. We pray for you. And please pray for us. Pray for this podcast. And we would love to hear. Comment. Send us an email. Comment below things that you want to hear and see in 2026, or what has been the most meaningful from the For the One series. We would love to know what has really made a difference for you guys. And please share this episode, share any episode with your friends, on your socials, on, even if it's just a friend, hey, heard this, thought of you, thought you might need a laugh. That really helps a ton because it is the algorithm, the crazy, scary tech algorithm sees when you're sharing something that it's of value, and a 5-star review helps just more people, more women, more housewives know that they are loved, they're not alone, and that they can have hope, light, and humor in motherhood and marriage. So,
Amen.
With that, until next time, housewives, bye.
Whether we made you laugh or cry today, we pray you feel appreciated, bolder and braver than yesterday, stronger and more faithful for tomorrow, and living in who you were made to be today.
Join our online community on Facebook, link in the show notes, and be sure to review and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or wherever you enjoy listening. Until next time, housewives, we give you permission to walk confidently, free, and to be intentional in your slippers or stilettos.